You want to know how manifestation works, right? The science behind manifestation.
Yes.
Okay. Here's the bad news. You cannot manifest a cherry red Maserati to show up outside of the building here. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You cannot manifest like
I know.
I'm sorry to say that. You cannot manifest your dream trip to Japan. Like, it's just you can't manifest it. However, the brain takes on something like 50 million bits of information every single minute, but it can only actually process 7. So when you actually manifest something, when you write it on your vision board or when you speak it out loud to someone who's, a mentor or a friend, you are signaling to your brain to intentionally pluck that one thing out of the 50 million bits of data. So we'll take the trip to Japan, for example. If I've always wanted to go to Japan, but I'm like, oh, it's never going to happen. But I put on my vision board, Japan. Suddenly I see buses go by me, Japan Airlines, fall sale. Did I manifest that bus? No. But did I tell my brain to finally notice that billboard that's probably been going by like a billion times? Yes, right? So how do you do it? It's really important to have the people around you because you can't see yourself when you're inside the frame. So do I spend this much amount of time on strategy, this much amount of time on marketing, this much amount of time on vision? I think you spend time having conversations with people who are a little bit further along in the path that you're on. On the path. Very important. I want to get t-shirts that are printed up that say, before you tell me what to do, show me what you've done.
Ooh.
And on the back, it's like, hashtag show me the P&L. Because I'm so sick of all these people.
Show me the P&L.
I'm so sick of all these like coaches who are out there who are like telling you what to do. And you're like, you're living in a van down by the river. Like, come on, right? So having people around you where you can go to them and you can say, this is what I'm thinking about. And then they'll say, you're thinking too small. Or maybe you're thinking too big right now and you need to do these few things first. I had a business coach when I ran my executive search firm who he was like Jack Welch's right-hand man at GE. Like he big.
Up there, yeah.
And first time I met him, I'm like, I can't afford you. And he's like, well, you're friends with my friend. I owe him a big favor. So somehow I became this guy's project. So I went to him the very first time we had breakfast and I like put out on the table my P&L statement and my marketing plans and our legal documents. And I thought I was going to get like gold stars left and right. And he took everything, pushed it across the table. And he's like, what do you want your life to look like? I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, what do you want your life to be? How many vacations do you want to take a year? What kind of philanthropy do you want to do? Where do you want to be living? And not just how many vacations, but like, do you want to stay at the Four Seasons or the Motel 6, right? You're driving a car. Is it a Maserati or are you driving a Hyundai, right? Like, what does your life look like? Like, what does that life cost? And then what kind of business do you need to build to throw off that kind of money? And that fundamentally changed the way I thought about what I wanted to build and how I wanted to build it. So it wasn't a question of who do I put around me to think bigger, better, faster, more. It was really getting this insight about who I wanted to be and how the work provided that kind of life for me.